If you are elected mayor, what would you want your relationship with city staff to be? And how would you make sure that happens?
Well, I would hope that we'd have a good, warm relationship. When I was on city council for the 12 years, one of the things that I left, I came in thinking, you know, the old story about municipal employees or government employees, you know, they're not, there's 5 of them watching one guy dig, you know, that kind of thing. And I found the opposite to be true. I found they were hardworking, they felt a mission, they were dedicated to doing those things. So I have a lot of respect for the employees. I think one of the things is you just got to show up and say hi. You got to be there on a regular basis. I would hope to be able to do that. One of the things I'll share with you guys that I want to do is I want to hire a professional chief of staff, somebody who's got a master's in public administration, maybe a decade of experience working in cities. Because I think what I've seen some mayors fall into the trap is they're in the office all the time. They're looking at budgets, they're doing all the day-to-day stuff, and they don't ever have time to get out. And I think that's important. Get out to the employees, get out to the community. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think the employees need to know they're valued, that they're going to be protected. And the way they're going to know that is if we have constant positive communication. If things are bad, we just got to let them know, you know, but we got to make those decisions quickly. And things are good, we need to let them know and that they're protected. But I think the key that one of the key takeaways I took away from my 12 years was how good our city employees were at that time. And I think that's going to be a real asset for us.
As a follow-up, if you found out that morale was down among city employees, what would you do in response?
I had kind of a unique experience here just recently. I did a focus group of an unbelievably diverse group of people. And I didn't talk, I had a moderator, but I sat and listened. And we asked a lot of questions like open-ended questions, do you feel safe? Things like that. And I got a lot of really good information from that. And I think I would probably do something along those lines where we would sit down and I would just listen to try to understand what's going on and see what I could do to help with that. You know, if it was because we had bad management, you know, obviously we would address that and fix it. If it's because we weren't communicating and they didn't have the information, we'd want to make sure they got the information, but we'd have to figure out what that was. But I found that to be a really powerful tool. We'd spent 6 hours over 2 nights together, and it was really powerful. And I think that kind of a process is something that I want to do in a lot of different areas going forward.
Again, city staff have to know that they can trust you, that what you say is your bond, that it's golden. That happens through constant communication, being able to speak with them on a regular basis. I'm not a desk jockey. I like to go out and I like to visit with people. I want to know who you are. I want to know, how's your family? I want to know, is today a good day? Is today a bad day? What can we do to help? They need to be able to have that in their leadership. And so being the mayor, I am that person that gives them the ability to go to work and say, well, I feel comfortable, I have a job today. And that follows through with integrity and, again, communications.
As a follow-up, if you found out that morale was down among city employees, what would you do in response?
Talk to them. What's it going to take? And I've spoke with a lot of them over since February. And morale is down. And a lot of it is just because they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel safe. They don't know, is tomorrow going to be the end of their job? Is today going to be the end of their job? They don't feel that anybody really cares about them. It's just a job, and you can come and you can go. And nobody should feel that way. I don't feel that way ever in any of my positions, because it's been important to the companies that I've worked for to make me feel like an integral part. So to boost morale, do what it takes, talk to them. And I'm also a person that believes a family that eats together, speaks together, lives together, works well together. So I'm in any place I've ever worked, I've gone out and bought something, let's sit down and eat and just talk. Not about work, let's just talk. Communication.